Meme stock, Dogecoin, NFT, those are just some of the big buzzwords this year. And Investopedia just released its list of most searched terms in 2021. And the #1 term just might surprise you. Let's bring in Investopedia editor-in-chief and my longtime friend, Caleb Silver. Caleb, great to see you. I feel like we need a drum roll. Can you reveal what the top one is?
Absolutely, and it's so good to be with you. And, you know, we've been looking at what investors have been searching for all year, such a busy year, and the #1 term surprised us, too, but it was capital gains tax, Melissa. We have folks worrying about the prospect of higher taxes coming through the Biden administration. We also had a lot of people who made a lot of money, either through asset sales or their home sales, looking at capital gains tax. That sustained itself throughout the year as the #1 term, most searched on Investopedia. That's a lot of searches.
I think that's extremely telling, because even if you go out to the top 7 search terms, it seems to tell the story of people who invest in the stock market. Maybe they had a bet on inflation or something like that, and they invested in crypto. I mean, Dogecoin was up there, HODL was up there, Fiat money was up there. I mean, is that sort of the theme that you're getting?
Absolutely. I think a lot of people didn't realize what they potentially owe taxes on. Some people were new to the market, new traders, buying meme stocks, buying cryptocurrencies, maybe cashing those in for profits, making some real money. We know a lot of people were bragging about that. And I think they had to learn for themselves what capital gains tax meant, long-term capital gains and short-term capital gains. Not a total surprise, but it did surprise us given the other ones. Fiat money, #2 on the list, Melissa. People wondering what's the difference between cryptocurrency, digital money, and fiat money. And I think El Salvador had a lot to do with that.
Yeah, you certainly have a good read on what the psyche of the retail investor is, and so I'm wondering, going into year-end, what are some of the top search terms in the month of December so far?
Well, a lot of these have been around inflation. Inflation was the reader's pick for term of the year, but it's also the #1 concern among our readers. We just surveyed them. We've been surveying them every 2 months since before the pandemic. That is #1 on their mind. Also, the reader's choice for term of the year. That's going to continue into next year. Supply chain, obviously, a big deal. But we had a lot of folks looking up and continuing to look up to the child care tax credit, worrying that it may expire. What's going to happen with that? That affects about 65 million kids. So a lot of people thinking about that. Obviously, NFTs, very big this year, especially in the second half of the year. We expect that to continue. Short interest was one of the top terms earlier on in the year. Not so much right now, but we expect that to come back if we get some more shorting and a lot of meme stock activity in the beginning of the year.
Yep. Caleb, great to see you. Thank you.
Thank you.
Caleb Silver, editor-in-chief of Investopedia. We asked our traders for their picks for word of the year. Guy, what would yours be?
Let me get my smart board behind me, Melissa Lee. Can you read this for me? Are you familiar with that term?
Horse hockey.
Yes,
horse hockey.
Horse hockey. And why do I say that? First of all, I've been watching MASH like 2 shows a night for the last 6 months, #1. That's Colonel Sherman T. Potter. And why? Think about the absurdity of this year. Transitory, we're going to retire transitory. Robinhood, this innovative company. You tell me what's innovative other than the hair in the name. Dogecoin, Shiba Coin, buy now, pay later. Oh, that's really new and innovative. It's all horse hockey. I'd rather use another word, but this is a family show.
The other word you probably don't have to look up. Tim, what would your word of the year be?
Look, it's all in the cloud these days. Just like for Fletch, it was all ball bearings. Look, the cloud has been where whether it's the Microsoft, Amazon, Google, Star Wars, or where you've seen even mom and pop or the investor move all of their stuff. Enterprise, it's been all about the cloud this year.
BK, yours?
You know, unsurprisingly, mine's going to be in crypto. It's going to be DeFi, decentralized finance, and it gets you into all these other things like liquidity farming and yield farming and DEXs and all of that. So that's the word of the year for me.
Although your whiteboard says buy, presumably because you used a permanent marker on your whiteboard for a fast pitch.
Yeah, okay. Yeah. So I'm stuck with this now. But the word's DeFi, but
DeFi.
For all games,
we'll imagine it. Yeah. Okay, Dan, quickly, what's your word?
Yeah, just real quickly, I'd say fungible, because this is the year, and obviously NFT, non-fungible token, was heavily searched here. I think the idea of digital scarcity versus fungibility that we all know in our asset markets is really an interesting theme. It's going to carry on. Whether the value of NFTs this year that got eye-popping, sort of headlines, whether they stay.